Who are you? I barely recognize you.
But I thought you wanted this. I changed everything for you.
Have you seen yourself? This isn't real. It's a costume.
Says the biggest poser around. You didn't want me the way I was, and you still don't want me.
Oh, clip right there. Year of the Carnivore, Sook-Yin Lee.
Trouble in Paradise.
You created that paradise. Wrote and directed this film. Nice to see a familiar face to television over the years. So we're dealing with first love.
Yes.
There's a bit of a identity crisis. A lot of stereotypes are breaking down, and this is we were talking about the art of filmmaking during the break. Very personal film for you.
It is, yeah. I mean, I'm a kind of writer that it draws inspiration from my life, and in this case, my incredibly clumsy, awkward first love. Mm-hmm. And yeah, when you're writing in that way, it is a sort of personal way to try to dramatize questions I have in my life. But then when you realize that you have to share it with people on a big screen, you're like, oh God.
There's a certain degree of vulnerability with that, and the movie covers a lot of themes. I mean, with the identity crisis, fulfilling that notion of what somebody wants and kind of losing a sense of yourself. Mm-hmm. You wrote and directed this one, and I know you've done some acting as well. How different is that? Because when I look at acting, I see acting is you're listening, and directing,
sure,
it's a lot of seeing.
Oh gosh, it's like basically if you're the director, you're kind of like the conductor of an orchestra, and if you're an actor, you'd be like the lead violin. So my last movie, I directed and acted in it, and it was very confusing. Yeah. I'd be in a scene like this with you. You'd be an actor. We're sort of acting, improvising, and then I'd go, cut. Yeah. And then my friend would go, what? You're not supposed to say cut. Yeah. It was a betrayal of actor to actor. Were you looking at me with director's eyes?
Yeah, that's a hard realm to...
It was. That's why I was not in this movie. I was a troll. I looked like we were shooting in Maple Ridge, and I looked like a troll beside the camera, covered in like heaps of blankets in winter, as we tried to make things look like summer. You talk about the acting aspect of it. You do have some notable Canadian actors in there. Mark Rendall, who we saw off the top. Will Sasso's in this as well. How hard is it to get a Canadian film seen just across the country here? Well, I mean, I grew up in Vancouver, and I'm all about grassroots DIY. I grew up, in the punk scene, and it was all about putting up your own posters, half carnation evaporated milk, half water, slap them up there, get the word of mouth out. And I'm realizing even with this, I'm working with larger companies now, but I still sort of return to that thing. So where I live now in Toronto, there I was, in Kensington Market putting up posters. So, I mean, it requires both word of mouth and certainly like online communication with your friends and stuff like that, but also all these sort of things come together, and then hopefully we'll get people to come out and see the film. I mean, it's kind of neat. I did some day of press yesterday, and people were coming up and saying, oh yeah, I saw the trailer. Did you see the poster? No, but I saw it online. Everything is online. And there's a whole other world of people that congregate and find out stuff there. So yeah. They'll tear themselves away from their computers and head on down to Tinseltown.
June 18th.
Yes.
Tinseltown. It's coming out. Year of the Carnivore. You can support some Canadian cinema. Sook-Yin, pleasure to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
This was a lot of fun.
You have impeccable timing, by the way.
Oh, that's what the makeup artist apparently told you. That's what she briefed you with.
Yeah, she did.
Beforehand. All right. I think we just had a moment there. I think that moment's with my guests too.
This is early for me.
I'm sorry.
Very early. I have a full face of makeup.
But you look good.
It's like 7 in the morning.
This is our world. Welcome. Come anytime. Mish, back over to you.
Hey, who knew evaporated milk and water could stick up posters?
That's right.
Yeah.
From the filmmaker herself.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much.